Okay. We're back for more at this fake granddaughter Lostbelt 5. Olympus, continuing. And again, section 9 will be the last one for no battle, but the next section 10 will be. And then I have a bet you at that 11, there will be a boss battle. Alright, let's get to it.
Initiating God Destroy Alliance Base Underground Transfer.
Huh? Are we moving the entire base?
Yeah? Why? Whoa! Everything's shaking! Is this what riding in elevators like? This base was originally an all-purpose maintenance vehicle for the underground infrastructure. You know, the kind that goes around fixing whatever it needs it. We could also walk along the underground corridors, but they're really hard to navigate, and it would take forever. Of course, if you're willing to spend a few days to get to our destination, it could work. What do you want to do?
Let's just stick with moving the whole base.
Good call. Besides, Sister and I wouldn't be able to contact you in the East District if we stayed here. Anyway, it shouldn't take us long to get there at this rate. Just be careful you don't lose your footing. Man, I never would have even thought to try moving this entire place. It sounds like it's old hat to you guys, but Olympian tech is pretty amazing to me. It's Atlantis, not Olympus. Huh? Atlantean, I mean. At least, that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true.
They say our ancestors originally came to Olympus from the continent of Atlantis about 10,000 odd years ago. It's also why we think the second Machia may have played a part in Atlantis' destruction. Unfortunately, we don't know anything for sure, as all the records pertaining to that time were lost long ago.
As in the mythical continent?
Yes, that's right. The continent of Atlantis is one of proper human history's most well-known legends. It was once a prosperous empire rich in natural resources, but over time, its people lost all respect for the gods and the rule of law. So the gods punished them by flooding the entire empire and sinking the continent into the sea. At least, that's how the ancient Greek philosopher Plato described it in his two dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. It's one of the many flooding legends that have been passed down through different civilizations, like Mesopotamia. The flooding of Atlantis is said to have taken place sometime around 9000 BC, but the theory of continental drift claims otherwise. If we assume that all our current continents were originally a single giant landmass, then there's no place where the mythical lost continent could fit. At least, that was the operating theory as of 100 years or so ago. That said, I doubt the discovery of plate tectonics has done much to advance Atlantis' cause. Furthermore, given that there have been exactly 0 discoveries of any Atlantean artifacts, the sole historical record we have for its existence is Plato's writings. However, that still leaves one question unanswered. Right. What if the continent of Atlantis really did exist, but in a way that was completely unlike any other continent we know about? I can't deny it's a possibility, especially now that we know it is possible for something to exist without leaving behind a single trace, namely, the realm of mystics. And that's not all. There's also the very act of using magecraft to materialize a servant. While the existence of most things can be proven with physical evidence and written records, the same cannot be said of mystics. In which case... Right, if what Adele and Macarius told us about the mechanical gods is true. Precisely. The gods of Olympus could have arrived on the continent of Atlantis long ago, thereby bringing civilization to prehistoric peoples. Though, of course, in that case, those events would be more akin to the work of Jules Verne than they would Plato's Timaeus and Critias. Plato's Timaeus and Critias. Good grief, I can practically see Sir Doyle's face grinning in delight. As in Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the prestigious author who immortalized your exploits in novel form? I've read every book he ever published. And I've seen the movie versions. Well, at least all the ones you're in, Holmes. I still remember the first time I saw the Granada version like it was yesterday. It's fun to gush about something you love, isn't it? Yes, it is. Thank you, Master. You're too kind, Miss Gulat. I hope I get the chance to tell Mr. Doyle what dedicated fans he has. Now then, back to the subject of Atlantis. This has been a most fascinating discussion. Depending on when this Lostbelt first came about, this could mean that the mythical continent of Atlantis truly did exist on our Earth. If the same were true in proper human history, there would surely still be some trace of physical evidence pertaining to the continent's sinking. Indeed, such an event would have affected the topography of the entire planet. No doubt someone will also have discovered something along paleomagnetic lines as well. And yet, in proper human history, there is not one piece of evidence that the continent of Atlantis ever existed. Huh? No evidence of continent's existence. By Jove, that's it. It may not be approved by a smoking gun, but we've got collateral evidence right here. Holmes? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. This is still only a hypothesis, but I do believe I've solved the riddle. If we assume that the legendary continent of Atlantis truly did exist in proper human history, then we can now say, with a fair degree of certainty, what it truly was. It's really no great mystery at all. Take a look around. Where are we standing right now?
On the floor?
Indeed we are. But what is that floor a part of? As you all know, we are currently standing on a small part of the interstellar mountainous city of Olympus. And what, pray tell, is the nature of Olympus's existence?
Oh, I get it now. Olympus isn't a natural landmass. It's a mysterious, enormous artificial structure. It's essentially a virtual continent built inside a supernatural holospace, and with advanced technology well beyond the scope of proper human history.
Right you are, Miss Khalid. Granted, this is a most preliminary theory that may well change as more information comes to light. Nonetheless, I must say, I never dreamed this adventure of ours would involve me deducing the existence of Atlantis.
Oh, now I get it. Mostly. Basically, Olympus and Atlantis are both pretty impressive, yeah? Totally got it. Well, mostly. I mostly got it. I definitely, absolutely, mostly totally got it. Yep. If you say so, Musashi. By the way, Adele Macarios, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. It's about the underground infrastructure we're using for transport as we speak.
Sure, what is it?
You said this whole underground area was safe because it used to be Hades' domain or something, right? I was just curious what the full story there was. Hades is one of the gods who was killed in the Fort Machia, right?
Yes, that's right. All the gods who fought for coexistence between human and god were defeated and destroyed during the Olympia Machia. And Hades was one of them.
After the war, Zeus ended up taking over the domains of every god they defeated. That, along with enslaving Poseidon, gave him full control over the entire sea of Atlantis. But it was a different story for Olympus's underground infrastructure.
Hades decided to take his own life, and the resulting explosion sealed off his underground domain. Thanks to that, the underworld became a dark zone that nobody could easily touch. Nobody except those who were allied with Hades and the faction fighting for coexistence.
Now I gotcha. That explains it. I always found it strange how an all-powerful god like Zeus knows everything that happens on the surface.
but can't seem to do anything when it comes to this underground area. It's pretty much down to luck that things worked out this way. As ships, Hades and Zeus were both based off of the Titan Cronus.
As gods, that put them in the same class of deity. So even when Zeus became omnipotent,
He still need to allocate almost all of his power to see everything going on in the Dark Zone. And right now, Zeus is using most of his magical energy to keep Olympus and Tree of Emptiness, Megalon up and running. Then you're saying that is a weakness we can take advantage of?
that's right. We believe that's where our hopes for victory lie. Fall?
Oh, everything just shook again. Damn, I must have fallen asleep. We there already? Yeah, the base is done moving along the underground. Let's go up to the surface. We'll be going with you this time, since this is a covert mission.
Fall? Fall?
Ah, there you again. There you go again. Didn't I tell you not to jump on my sister, you big squirrel? A cute boy, a cute girl, and a cute animal, all together. You love to see it. That thing's not really a squirrel, right? Alright, try not to get yourself killed out there. There's no way in hell I'm gonna play pretend, so you guys can knock yourself out acting like the idiots you are. I'll hang around in my spirit form in the meantime, and pop out if things turn violent.
Fall?
What? What do you mean by play pretend?
Oh, yes. It means you need to be careful about your choice of words on the surface, or Zeus's scans will catch you.
Oh yeah, you said something about that back when we fought Demeter. That's right.
Now then, we need to get our cover story straight. Let's see. Okay, I think I've got it. So fast. Mash, Musashi, you three will be our distant relatives from the very edge of the South District. As for you, Holmes,
no need to worry about me. I'll stay close by in my spirit form as well. Oh, I call the older sister role. I always wanted a couple of cute siblings of my own. Guess you'll be my other big sister then, Mash. You mean, you want me to be the middle child? I was kind of hoping I could be the youngest child. And you could be my big brother, Senpai. You got it, little sister. Right. I presume there's a risk our conversation may be eavesdropped upon on the surface, Macarios. Basically, you catch on quick, don't ya? It has been said. It's not really eavesdropping though. It's more like he's openly listening to everything anyone says. They say it's because Zeus himself watches over everything we humans do. That he's protecting us. I see. So you live in a state of constant surveillance.
Fall?
Zeus might be able to see everything that happens above ground, but he can't actually tell individual people apart. It's just like how we humans can't tell individual ants apart. Or well, that's about how I think it works. Oh, fascinating. That would certainly seem to lend credence to the AI's belief that Zeus is exceptionally powerful, but not truly omnipotent. However, his hearing's a different story. He listened to every single conversation people have on the surface. You mean he's able to meaningfully hear and comprehend the utterances of 10 million people down to the sentence simultaneously? I can scarcely imagine what such immense data processing capabilities must be like. Small wonder he had so little difficulty traveling the universe. Such incredible multi-purpose functionality would certainly make him appear omnipotent, even if he is not truly so. Well, he's not a god for nothing. Not to mention, this is Zeus we're talking about. He does a bunch of things that'd be impossible for humans to pull off.
Oh.
Most impressive. It sounds as though he's essentially Olympus's one-god echelon program. Oh, I've heard of that. That was a kind of super surveillance system a few countries colluded on, right? No, Miss Miyamoto. Echelon was never anything more than an urban legend. It's no different than a purported devil at the crossroads, or a serial killer hiding under your bed. Then again, perhaps the devil at the crossroads is more of a mystic than Echelon? Well, no matter. It's still the same broad category. But the same is not true for Zeus. His surveillance mechanisms and control devices are unabashedly present in all aspects of life here. I took Olympus for a utopia, but in fact, the control its government wields over its people is far greater than any we've yet seen in the Lostbelt. No wonder the division between the coexistence and ruling factions was so great that it led to a full-blown machia. You're starting to understand what things are like here.
So, think we can get going now? Oh, good. Then let's get this great summoning circle operation underway. Everybody ready? Seeing how those soldiers we ran into last time all look like they came from the East District. I'm guessing we'll be in for an especially rough time around here, so let's be ready for that.
Thank you, Musashi. But we were actually hoping to stop by our house before we begin the operation in earnest, if that's okay.
You have a house here?
Oh, actually, we forgot something there and we need to get it.
Yes, we have to postpone the start of this mission. I'm sorry, we should have told you sooner.
Oh? Seriously? Screw that noise. I'm taking a nap. Wake me up when you finish whatever stupid crap you're going to do. So you're going to camp out here just like that? Then again, I guess I'm not one to talk. What are you, stupid? Don't you know it's dangerous for a woman to camp out by herself? Really? You're really going to lecture me on that?
Adele, can I ask what is it you forgot at your house? It's something we're all going to need. The last time we used it, we messed up the timing and our whole squad got wiped out. Your entire squad?
Okay, got it.
Right, Master.
Fall?
So this is Olympus's East District. There are so many statues as big as skyscrapers here. And the city itself is so elaborately designed, yet it's also filled with a real gentle sense of beauty everywhere I look.
Well, you're going to see giant statues in Art District. Is this your first time coming to this part of town?
Oh, right. I have to assume that our old backstory about being from the countryside won't work anymore. No, of course not. But it has been long enough that I couldn't help but get a little worked up.
It's always impressive to see him again after a long absence.
Right.
What? Oh, what?
Don't mind me, just an ordinary, everyday doggo here.
Who's a good boy, Plateau? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Woof, woof.
Good. It doesn't look like anyone is paying Senpai and me any more special notice. Da Vinci's disguise kits must still be working as intended. It seems like they're affecting Musashi too, just like we'd hoped. So far, so good.
It's been a long time since you've been here too, hasn't it, Plateau? Come on, who's a good boy?
Aw.
Hey, what's with the cold shoulder?
Come on, enough waiting around. Our home sweet home isn't much farther from here.
Okay.
Why don't we head back to the house and take a breather before we look around the city? You guys could use one after all the hard work you've been doing. Plus, I think Sister here has been looking forward to cooking something for you. Can't say I'm especially looking forward to it myself, but...
Macarios? Macarios?
Okay. I want to have you cooking for the first time in a long time too. Happy now? I swear, a few hundred years without cooking anything, and now you can't wait to get in the kitchen.
Of course. You know we haven't seen our distant relatives in forever. We have to make them feel welcome. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, what's got into, Plateau? I was just watching a couple of beautiful people doing a little back and forth.
Stop that, Plato. You know it's rude to growl in public. Hey, it's Macari.
Hey, it's Macarios. Look, Adele's here too.
Hey, yeah, they're both back. Oh man, it's been so long.
Oh,
they even got a dog with them. At least I think that's a dog, right? So cute. Where have you guys been all this time? Oh yeah, you're traveling all around Olympus now, right? I think you went to the South District last, yeah? It looks like things were pretty bad down there. Are you two okay? Did you get caught in the crossfire?
We're fine, thank you. But it was scary seeing the city there in such disarray.
You guys been doing okay while we've been away?
Oh yeah! We've been having ambrosia every day, so we're doing great. How about you two? Have you been okay?
Yeah, we're fine. Thanks. So this ambrosia is still being distributed, even now that Demeter is gone. Does this mean Zeus has taken over Demeter's role, even while he's still pouring magical energy into Olympus and the Tree of Emptiness? Just how much magical energy does he actually possess? So, did you guys see the Chaldeans while you were in South District? The demons who want to destroy our world, right? Did they look really scary? Beats me. We never saw them, so we have no idea.
They say one of them's got a demonic blood red mark on his right hand.
We disguised Senpai's command spells too this time, so we should be okay. I think. So, who are these people? Are they your friends? Are you guys from the south? Did you see the Chaldean guy with the black hair?
Nope, I didn't.
Aww.
Hey, those Chaldeans aren't gonna come here, right? I don't want all of us to die. I hate them. I wish there were no such thing as bad people.
They're unbelievable, that's for sure.
It's really scary now they're out there, isn't it? Stupid, evil, scary Chaldeans. They should all just die and leave us alone. Queen Eureka said so too.
I don't know if I agree with that. Huh? But Chaldeans do bad things. That makes them bad guys, right? Queen Eureka even said so in her address. And if they're bad guys, then they should definitely die. Simple as that. See, I think they're bad, so they should die might be a little too simplistic. If nothing else, I think it'd be good for us to find out why they are the way they are. Like, are they really destroying the world? Are they really so evil that they deserve to die? Who knows? Maybe they got their own good reason for doing what they're doing. Maybe there's some larger truth driving their actions that we have to come to terms with. And maybe they don't want to be here taking on Olympus, but they are anyway because they think it's the right thing to do. It's worth your while to imagine things like that, you know? Especially since it doesn't cost you anything.
That's pretty tough. If that was the case, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, me neither. But wait, hang on. It's still bad. Okay, sorry. It's still bad to do bad things, even if you've got a reason for doing them, right?
Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong there. But don't forget, there's nobody in the whole world who never makes any mistakes. People can't always make all the right choices. Sometimes to stop evil, you have to let go of being good a bit. And when you do, the important thing is to be honest with yourself. You can't just rationalize your actions away by telling yourself you had no other choice. Or that what you're doing is somehow right. I know if I was up against someone who was under no illusions that they were doing something wrong for what they sincerely believed were the right reason, I wouldn't want to kill them just because they were bad. I want to know why they made a choice like that. What motivated them to do it. And while I was at it, I'd want other people to know how they felt too. At least that's what I think. What about you two? Musashi. Is that why?
That's our alarm. So we have to go home now. Bye.
See you later.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
What was that all about? Why were you getting so worked up over a couple of kids?
What do you mean, kids? Aren't they like 10,000 years old?
Heh, guess you got me there.
Whoop, whoop.
Settle down, you. Come on, let's go already. If those kids' curfew alarms are in any indication, it'll probably be sunset soon.
See that residential tower next to the statue of Aphrodite? Macarios and I live there, in apartment 5203 on the 52nd floor.
Ooh, nice apartment right there.
It's so spacious. Does this mean they're upper class? No way. The whole concept of momentary economy doesn't exist here. And since they also have nothing in the way of jobs or professions, I don't see how they could have class-based distinctions like commoner or aristocrat either.
So you two have all this space all to yourselves?
This place is pretty average. People who really care about the size of their homes might choose somewhere bigger. But this is usually the kind of apartment you get unless you have a big family or something.
Please have a seat and make yourselves at home. I'll go get us some juice.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
There, he just snapped his fingers, like Thanos.
That's the sign we agreed on to let Holmes know it was okay to come out of his spirit form.
The Olympians might have found his outfit strange, but Zeus shouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I do beg your pardon for the intrusion. I hope my footsteps weren't too loud. Don't worry, nobody will notice footsteps. Just don't break into song or anything. Our neighbors aren't too fond of that.
I see. If Zeus were also monitoring the number of people making footsteps in the giving room, he would notice something was strange when that number suddenly increased out of nowhere. But if I'm understanding this right, it looks like footsteps are beneath his notice.
here you go. I'm afraid it's not freshly squeezed, but it's still nice and cold.
Thank you, Adele. Most kind of you.
Don't mind if I do.
Good. Ah, that hit the spot.
What? Yes, don't worry, Plateau. I've got a shallow bowl of juice for you, too.
Whoa! Yummy! The sweetness doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's got just the right amount of tartness.
Thank you very much.
Not at all. Thank you for the lovely drink. I won't soon forget this flavor, I assure you. Now then, before we go over whatever you two forgot, I need to ask you a more personal question. Tell me, Adele and Macarios, may I ask where the rest of your family is?
They died in the Olympia Machia.
Killed? Yeah, our mom and dad supported Athena and Ares, so...
Oh. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Relax, it's fine. This was thousands of years ago, remember? And besides, it's not like our family's all gone. We still have you guys.
Just like Fast and Furious. You don't turn back down to your family.
There's nothing taboo about discussing the Machia. It's basically like extolling the gods' victories. Besides, Sister and I weren't part of the coexisting faction like Mom and Dad were.
He's lying. He and Adele were both part of the coexisting faction during the Fourth Machia. But he's assuming Zeus is listening in and being careful not to say anything that would arouse suspicion.
Guys certainly do love talking about Machia, don't they? Anyway, it's getting late, so we should probably have dinner soon. You're helping, right, Macarios?
Yeah.
I'll help too. Then I'll help by playing with Plato. Here, boy. Come on, boy. Ah, come on. Why are you growling at me? If you don't help, you don't eat, big sister. I should have seen that one coming. Okay, I'm in. Besides, it looks like fun.
Thank you, everyone. I can tell this is going to be the most fun we have at dinner at home.
I guess that's what it says.
Thank you for the wonderful meal. It was so incredibly delicious. I still can't quite believe just how good it was. It tasted completely different from the kind of food I'm used to. I especially love the, fish.
It's nothing special. All I did was sprinkle a little powder on it before I cooked it.
Maybe so, but it was still exquisite. You really are an expert chef, aren't you, Adele? I already told you, she hasn't cooked for hundreds of years. But, still, thanks. I know she's really happy to hear that. Honestly, it makes me feel good, too.
I'm so glad. I'd forgotten how fun it is to cook for guests. Of course, it wouldn't have been half as fun if you hadn't all helped, so thank you.
Oh no, not at all. All I did was help with the simple prep stuff. Ah, that was delicious. Best noodles I've had in forever. Oh, sorry for polishing everything off, but in my defense, it was all so good I couldn't help it.
Oh no, it's quite alright. We have more if you want thirds.
Woohoo! If there's one thing I've learned, it's that you've gotta stock up on good food when you get the chance.
Oh, fatty full.
Now then, before I forget again, Adele, perhaps it's time you secure this forgotten item of yours?
You're right, we should. First, let me give you a bit of backstory. Gosh, where do I begin?
Aphrodite.
Right, thank you, Macarios. So you know how the Ink District's statue town is also a district dedicated to art and beauty, right? That's because Aphrodite's protection is especially strong here. She hears any prayers in this region's branch temples.
Go on.
So we thought we could use a guide here. He's been cooped up in here sleeping for a while now, but you should be waking up at any moment.
Wait, huh? Do you mean this thing you forgot wasn't actually a thing at all? More of a metaphorical thing, then.
He's a huge help, even among you-know-who's friends.
Yeah, all the more so in this part of town. It seems Macarios is looking at a refrigerator. Yes, all I can see is a large refrigerator. Now, Adele standing in front of it. What's going on? Wait, I recognize it now. It looks just like the one they used in the underground base to keep that steel chimera on ice.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting so long, Uncle. But it's finally time for you to wake up.
Oh my god, Kaligula. 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 Okay, Kaligula. That's the heroic spirit of Emperor Kaligula we met in the second singularity. What in the world is he doing here? And kept on ice at that? This reminds me of one of those like Star Wars or Futurama. What in the world's going on here? Indeed, it has been a long time since I was last awakened. Hello, my beloved twins, Adele and Macarios. I am glad to see you both well. However, I cannot help but notice that none of my friends are here. I won't ask why. Your faces tell me all I need to know. And good day to you, unfamiliar guest. If the twins have brought you here, then I know you are friends and comrades. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. He actually spoke?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, do that corrupt the skies.
Oh hey, the laggards return. Laggards? That's right. You took freaking forever to get back here, so you're laggards. Hey, it could be worse. What if we'd never come back at all? Come on, Canis, can't you be a little more understanding? There's nothing to understand. You're laggards and dipshits, and that's all there is to it. Maybe so, but you could still sugarcoat it a bit. And if you call us names for being late, you can't really complain if we call you names the next time you're late. Huh, I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Actually, no. That shit isn't happening. Late or no, if anyone even seems to come close to insulting me, they die. Oh, you. I was only gonna wait until another hour or so before heading back to the base or the border. At least you're here now.
Oh my. I did not know I was keeping a proud warrior waiting. Forgive me for the trouble I have caused you, and allow me to make a formal apology. I am truly sorry, and also most grateful for your patience. I hope we may put this behind us and join as comrades in our battle against the guards.
What? Who the hell is this guy? Emperor Kaligula. Right, senpai. This is Emperor Kaligula, the third emperor of the ancient Roman Empire. He's a heroic spear from proper human history, although... Is something wrong?
Strange. While these underground corridors that connect the Alliance base to the surface are indeed free from Zeus's surveillance, I also recall them being guarded by a large, hostile machine. And yet, I can no longer sense anything of the sort here. What does this mean?
If you're talking about Argos, Mordred's gang already took care of it. So don't worry, Kaligula. The underground's safer than ever now.
I see.
It's not just me. He really is talking, huh?
Yes, he is. I'm still not sure what to make of it. I've never seen Kaligula speak so, fluently before. And, if he's one of the heroic spears in the Alliance...
I thought all the God Destroyer Alliance heroic spears were wiped out.
How can I put this? Oh, what the heck? I'll just come out and say it. We didn't tell you about him before because...
We decided to go for dramatic effect.
Huh?
Huh? What?
Are you serious, AI?
Now, militarily speaking, it's perfectly legitimate to describe losing forces and no longer being able to continue an operation as wiped out. Huh, that's odd. It seems we're having some technical issues with our connection.
Huh?
Please don't be too hard on them. We never told you the truth until now, either. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're shocked, yes, but we're not angry.
Besides, there wouldn't be much point in lecturing a bunch of AI personas.
Oh, right, good point. At any rate, it's wonderful to know we have another capable ally now. From here on, we can include Kaligula as part of our operations. Yeah, that's true. We'll definitely be having Kaligula come along with us from here on. Especially after the Alliance, we messed up last time.
Huh?
So, it was a bad call on your part that got everyone else killed? Would you agree that that's a fair interpretation of what you just said, Macarios? The hell you would. The hell are you losers doing out there? Canis, you should know that nobody wins every battle they fight in the war. Yes, some great generals in proper human history might have come close, but they never had to go up against a god. And there's definitely never been a general anywhere who could win every battle they wage against multiple gods. So do you really think it's fair to just dismiss their efforts? What the hell were you doing? Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Okay, I take it back. Sheesh, you always get serious out of nowhere. So Canis doesn't apologize, but is willing to take things back, huh? I knew there was a strong sense of responsibility buried somewhere in there. In fact, I'll do you one better. Divine spirits are one thing, but you brats were up against an actual god. Hell, not just one, but a whole bunch of gods. I say you did pretty damn well under the circumstances.
Kaligula is our secret weapon. Just like the 7-link Heroic Spear Cannon was in our battle against Demeter.
Oh? That's why everyone in the Alliance agreed to keep him hidden until Operation God Destroyer's final stage. So then, why did you hide him here in the base? I expect it was most likely an effort not to concentrate their assets in one place. It may have been a different story if they had been able to perfectly secure the base, but as things stand, if they had kept all their eggs in this provable basket, a single successful strike would have meant the end of the Alliance.
Exactly. The underground infrastructure where we keep our base is very vulnerable to massive strikes, like what Demeter was capable of.
That's why we hid Kaligula in the East District. Freezing him let us completely hide his magical energy. And it didn't draw any attention, since there's plenty of Olympians who freeze themselves when they feel like taking really long naps. The only problem is that Aphrodite happened to show up, and the whole East District team was wiped out as a result.
Right.
But we're not gonna make the same mistake again. This time, we're gonna fight back with everything we've got right from the start. I get it, believe me. But you can't let your anger get the better of you. When things are most dire is when you gotta keep a level head, or you'll start making mistakes. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. Very well. If you'll allow me to make sure I understand the situation correctly. You expect that Aphrodite may once again try to thwart our attempts to complete the Summoning Circle operation. So you brought Kaligula out of cold storage as a means of fighting back against her. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Doling out information to your allies in tiny bits at a time like this doesn't seem like a good call to me. But I guess I can understand why they're doing it. Everything they tell us about the gods only underscores how much of a threat they are, even with all the countermeasures they seem to have in place. And since they mentioned some of the heroic spears who came here just bailed when they heard what they were up against, I can't blame them for being cautious. It's all about emotion, isn't it? No matter when or where, the human heart is always a key factor. Yes? What is it, Bo? Huh? Ah, just when I thought he was finally warming up to me. I have a question. Can you tell us more about Kaligula?
Of course, as long as it's something that's within our ability to answer.
So, what's up? What happened to the berserker madness that stopped him from speaking? Oh, right, I was just wondering about that too. Kaligula, as we know him, is a berserker, and he can't really communicate very well. But here... What, like he's hard to talk to? What are you talking about? He's talking just fine. Ain't that right, Emps?
Indeed. I understand your bewilderment and worry not, for this is an answer I can give. I believe it is because I was struck by the moon goddess's attack. You see, back in Atlantis, Diana ran me through with some sort of invisible force.
He means Diana, goddess of the moon. Yes, Diana was the Roman name for Artemis. So does that mean you were struck by orbital cannon fire, Kaligula? No, he specifically said invisible force, so we should assume it was some other manner of attack. Artemis was also the goddess of madness, so perhaps she possessed authority to control the mind too. What do you think? Man, you really are sharp, aren't you? Well, I suppose the gods of these Lostbelts do often call me a sage for a reason.
Kaligula, the mad emperor of Rome beloved by the moon. Given his connection to Artemis, we thought he may have acted as a kind of lightning rod. So we used him to lure Artemis out. And when she blasted him with a precision mental attack, he was transformed.
The attack inverted his madness, making him rational.
Artemis was likely confused by this. We believe it led to her assuming heroic spirits of proper human history all possess some kind of mental protection.
So she gave up on her precision mental attacks.
And resorted to a more direct manner of destruction, in the form of a massive orbital bombardment.
I suppose it would be a fruitless endeavor to discuss whether a physical or mental attack would be the lesser of two evils.
People of Chaldea, I understand what your presence here signifies. My goddess Diana has fallen, hasn't she?
That's right. Orion and many others helped us bring her down.
I see. So Orion fulfilled his purpose. Then I will not grieve for my goddess, for I am certain she has returned to where she belongs.
Yes, I think she has too. Are you done? Do you punks ever shut up? Are we ever gonna actually get around to setting up these grand servant summoning circles? What's it?
Sorry, you're right. We've taken long enough. It's time we began this operation in earnest. Come on, let's head back to the surface. Holmes, Canis, Kaligula, you three use your spirit forms. Mash, Musashi, Silfrosh, you three come with us.
You got it. Let's go get revenge for your fallen ally heroic spirits and finish these summoning circles in one fell swoop.
Hey, it's Macarios and Adele. I can't even remember the last time I saw you guys. You two really love to travel, huh? How's that going? Are you expanding your horizons?
Yeah, you could say that.
It's good to see you again. We just got back from visiting the South District. Once we got our things all sorted out, we'll be heading out again soon to Alta Town this time.
Whoa, the South, huh? Hey, wasn't that where...
Oh yes, but fortunately we weren't affected by all that unpleasantness thanks to Lord Zeus' protection.
Ah, I see. It's true. We really do have a lot to thank Lord Zeus for. Thanks to him, the Amboisia supply hasn't slowed down one bit, even with Lady Demeter resting in the Great Shrine. It's just like how he provided for us back during the Olympia Machia too. Ah, what would we do without the omnipotent Lord Zeus, who took over the authority of every fallen god? We're so lucky to have him.
Yes, you're so right.
By the way, I haven't seen those friends of yours before. Are they from the South too?
Nice to meet you. Hey there.
What? Yes, they're distant relatives, actually. It's going to take some time for the South District to be restored, so we thought we'd take them to Alta Town in the meantime.
What a wonderful idea! There's certainly no shortage of large branch shrines to visit in Alta Town.
Exactly.
Well, I hope your tomorrow is just as peaceful as today. May Lord Zeus' protection be with you.
Good. He's gone. Man, you guys really do know a lot of people. Are you sure it's okay to be out here with us?
Don't worry about it. We can't just throw you into the deep end of an unfamiliar city. Sure, we could always just give you a map, but that wouldn't be nearly as efficient.
Right. We're about to run into a lot of trouble on our way to the second one. So this will go much smoother if we show you the way there ourselves.
If I'm hearing Adele right, then what she's really saying is that there are going to be soldiers stationed near where we'll need to place the summoning circles? In which case, it would definitely be dangerous to try to navigate an unfamiliar city while checking a map, especially in the middle of a chaotic battle. Okay, it's not much farther now.
Yikes. There sure are a lot of people here, huh?
I don't suppose we can take our plans elsewhere, can we? Nope. Apparently it has to be these spots, though we're not entirely sure why, either. They said it's got something to do with the precision of the stars and things like that.
So the summoning circles need to use celestial bodies.
That makes sense for constructing a spell like this. If the heroic spirit this spell summons is really capable of destroying gods, then who or what in the world is it going to be?
Well, alright, let's get started. Is everyone ready?
I'm all set.
Ready when you are.
Yes.
Huh?
Whoa, the middle of the street is glowing. This is definitely going to draw attention. The spell's giving off magical energy. There's no way the gods are gonna notice us. Gonna notice this. Okay, there's no way the gods are gonna notice this. Get ready. Enemies will be here soon. The roads and buildings are all putting up shutters. I'm picking up hostile entities heading our way, Master.
Attention, citizen of Olympus. This is an emergency alert. The Chaldean demons have appeared in Statue Town, Ward 12. Please evacuate the area in an orderly fashion. Initiating destructive countermeasures.
There they are. Guess we don't have to bother with these invisible disguises anymore then. Right, suspending disguise Mr. Code effects now. Sorry, big guy, but we've got a job to do here, and we can't let you through until we finish what we came here to do. I'm pretty sure I've seen that shiny giant red eye of yours before. You're one of those murder machines that just comes barreling after us without a thought in its metal head. So I'll see your brute force. And raise you my razor sharp blades. Canis! So it's killing time now? It is, isn't it, samurai chick? That's right. Well, not killing so much as smashing, but same idea.
Smashing machines, eh? That takes me back to the Luddite movement of the Industrial Revolution. However, while the Luddites are a thematic fit for us, as our enemies are machines, you should know that they ultimately fail Miss Miyamoto.
Then we'll just have to make sure they succeed here in Olympus. Who cares about any of that crap? Let's just get started already. Activating Orthodox emergency combat mode. Output remains stable. Antenna Cleonomia synchronization successful. I'm good to go, Master.
I'll keep Adele safe.
Right. Let's do this.
Actually, let me go back.
視力を尽くしてくるがいい。
つまんの連中だな。じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんの連中だな。他にやることないの？
そうか、わかった。
飛ばしていくわよ。
本気で行こう。
それでは
切り伏せてみせるとも。
お願いバーンだ。ゴージャス、ハッピー、エレガント。きらめく旅路アンガルタセブンカラーズ。
シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
少年
X ギャー。騎士の誓いは破れない。
Next one.
All hostiles eliminated. Ortonax system remain green. The battle is over. Nice job, everyone. That was easier than I thought. I'm glad we didn't have to deal with any locals getting mixed up in the fray. Now that you mention it, it does seem like the Olympians cleared out of the area very quickly. Maybe it's all thanks to their daily training. The gods must really have their people on a short leash.
Oh. There, all done. Come on, let's hurry to the next one.
Did it work? I thought Magecraft was supposed to be all flashy. Did it work? I thought Magecraft was supposed to be all flashy and shit.
Huh? Why would we want to draw more attention? If anything, Blavatsky went out of her way to make the spell as innocuous as possible.
You can talk about that stuff later, sister. Now come on. The official gods will be here any moment, so we're gonna have to make our way past them. Got it. Understood. Preparing to move to the next target. Alright, same thing. I'm gonna get my phone out. Screw this. If I can't find my own support in it, might as well just show it.
つまんの連中だな。じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんの連中だな。他にやることないの。
受けて立つ。逃がしはしない。総員突撃準備。
そうか分かった本気で行こうそうか分かった
ええ、はい。
決着をつけよう
束ねる星の息吹輝ける命の本流受けるがいいエクスカリバー
シール13デシジョンスタートこれは世界を救う戦いである
少年
エクス
最上に近い勝利だけど戦う前に勝つくらいでないとな。
I have one word for you, demons of Chaldea. Insolent miscreants who shun the gods' glorious light. Die. Die, 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 die! Die! Become part of Olympus's underworld, infrastructure, and maybe then you can start making amends to the gods.
Canis! Die this, die that. Is that all you can say, dumbass? I got a better idea. You die!
Curse! You! Chaldea!
I'm sorry you had to die holding a grudge. Hopefully your soul will at least find respite in paradise. Oh, right. Olympians come back to life in no time at all, don't they? Guess there's no point praying for their salvation then. Oh, compassion one moment, the next she's... Huh. What's with this chick? Some kind of samurai thing? Wait, the hell am I admiring her for? Come on, you freaking nutjob dual wielder. We gotta do this while my authority's still working. I can stop their instant healing bullshit, but I can't stop it forever. I can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely a little easier to fight here now than it was before. The Kilionomia's power-up is definitely part of it, and Canis has been a big help too. But it feels like there's more to it than that alone. What could it be? Well, anyway, These Olympian soldiers really do put up a hell of a fight, don't they? And there's no end to them with this healing stuff. So, guess that goes to show we've gotta go after the big guys. Gods. Right. Remember, we're not here to fight off soldiers. Now, come on, hurry. We're almost to the next spot, and there's no shortage of soldiers in Statue Town. It won't be long before reinforcements show up.
Macarios, we need a distraction.
Got it. Heads up, I'm gonna cast a smoke screen spell. It's not poisonous, but you'll still choke if you breathe too much in, so be careful. So this is what you used the first time we met. The Alliance developed this spell for emergencies. It can disrupt magical energy detection for a short time.
This way, everyone. We're almost to the second spot.
Alright, here we go.
この海の上では小さ
Alright, this is where we're putting up the second one of these things. I'll say one thing for this city. It's sure pretty. Glad we're not seeing any civilians here too. Unfortunately, that probably means it won't be much longer before one of the machine gods shows up, huh? Yeah, Aphrodite ambushed us last time. We fought back as hard as we could, but it didn't do us much good. Come on, AI, let's get this done! Alright, this is where we gotta put down the second one. The exact locations... The hell? We can't tell where it's supposed to go.
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean by... Shit! Sorry, we've lost track of the proper coordinates. Theoretically, this shouldn't even be possible, but we can't even find a trace. Then, if we don't know where we need to go, we'll be sending ducks for the Olympian soldiers. What do we do now? We should be able to sense the right spot once we get within a few meters of it. But I can't say for sure. Ugh, this sucks ass. I wish we could just talk normally without dancing in circles. I'll say, I'd really prefer if we could get into specifics. Especially specifics as to what the hell's going on right now. I'm afraid there's nothing we can do there. As long as Zeus is listening in, we simply can't delve into the details of our plan or objectives. That being said, I believe we may be able to get around that with some manner of telepathy spell. Though it may be difficult to maintain for several participants at once.
I do know a spell like that, but I can only cast it once, since it's too risky to use the same spell twice.
I see. Presumably because Zeus can and will figure out any spell used more than once. I understand. Nonetheless, desperate times call for desperate measures. What say you, Subfrost? Please cast it, Adele.
Alright. May wise Hermes protect us!
Wow. Oh wow. Can you all hear me? Oh yeah, loud and clear. Man, this is amazing. First you dipshits won't shut up. Now you're in my damn head. Just say what you gotta say so we can get this over with. Now, don't be like that. We've never done this before, and we might never get another chance. Did you forget the enemy's practically breathing down our necks here, dumbass? Pretty confident in your chances, ain't ya? Ah, thanks. That's so nice of you. How freaking stupid are you? That was not a compliment. All these telepathic conversations are taking place simultaneously. Can you hear me too, senpai? Yup. I can hear you just fine. So does this mean I can understand what we're saying right now? Nah. Oh, good.
Okay, here's the situation. I'll go over the details later, But in short, the coordinates we need to complete the God Destroyer Grand Servant Destination Summon all make use of a type of magical energy distortion. Usually, those coordinates are closely linked to their physical space, so once you know where they are, it should be impossible to lose sight of them.
But since you have, does that mean the distortion at the expected coordinates no longer exist? Well, that sounds bad. Guess that's the end of that operation. No, it's not. It takes forever to go exactly why, but basically, these distortions should last forever. So then, why is this one gone? Well,
this isn't the type of distortion that can up and vanish, so the fact that we've lost sight of it must mean
either it's simply no longer possible to sense, or the spaces linked to it is no longer where it was. For example, perhaps some unforeseen interference has temporarily moved it away from its original space.
It's definitely possible.
I see. Then in that case,
It sounds like we should split up and search this area for it.
I concur. It would be quite inefficient to concentrate all of our resources on searching a single location. Not to mention that time is of essence. I suggest you split into 3 teams. Canis Kaligula, I will ask that each of you search your respective areas alone. Miss Miyamoto, I will ask you to be our bodyguard. Here, Canis and Kaligula. I'll give you... Here, Canis and Kaligula.
Okay, shit, sorry, wrong one.
I'll give you our bodyguard.
Here, Canis and Kaligula. I'll give each of you an AI terminal as well. It should react once you get within a few meters of the distortion. And since the AIs are all linked together, we'll all be alerted when one of them finds it.
Fine. This all sounds like a major pain in the ass. But in it for a penny, in for a pound and shit.
Understood. Then I shall do my best to search 70% of this area on my own.
Oh yeah? Then I'll do 90%. Come on guys, leave some for us. Oh, so when one of us finds the distortion, we all run to this post haste. Got it. Okay then, let's get going. Later!
Farewell for now!
Damn, Kaligula's got some serious spring in his step. I guess he must be planning to search for this from the skyscrapers.
Looks like Canis's ultra speed would even give Hermes a run for his money.
Alright, I'm afraid this bout won't last much longer. We better start searching too.
Let's do it. But first... MASH, 12 o'clock! I'm sensing hostiles approaching. They appear to be a group of Olympian guards and rare phantasmals. Guess we'll just have to make our way through them first then. Alright, preparing to fight. And begin our search at the same time.
戦闘か。じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
それではメーカーの仕
任せて。
お願いマンダゴージャスハッピーエレガントきらめく旅路アンガルタセブンカラーズ。
こういうのどうだ。
本気で行こう。そうか、分かった。本気で行こう。ああ、いいね。
聞かせなさい。
シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
少年
X カリバー。
ても勝ちは勝ちだよな。うん。
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go with mixed up here, I guess.
.こういうのどうだ？つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
魔人パワー全開。本気で行くぞ。寝てない。寝てないぞ。
そうか。
人説をうがつ無辺の光を持って天命を断つ絶剣無給三段。
崩壊。
はっ。
Ouch.
行こう。ああ。はっ。逃さん。終わりだ。英王煉獄だ。
惑うことなし。壊れん。それ分かった。星は縮小し分かった。失墜せん。創世滅亡輪。前世なる者には生、悪性たる者には裁き。マハープララヤ。
最上に近い勝利だけど、戦う前に勝つくらいでないとな。
Mash! Here! There we go. Done and done. I tried to move around as much as possible as I thought. Anything? Nah, no luck here. Come on, keep moving. Aww. Damn, too bad. Can't let Canis or Kaligula beat us. No turning back now. Let's keep going. Yes, you're right, Master. But we can't push ourselves too hard either. I say. You especially need to be very careful not to overexert yourself this time. But then, you already know that, don't you? I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. We certainly don't want our team to lose. Oh, you are just too precious. What is it, Musashi? Why are you holding my head to your chest? What are you doing?
It's lovely to see you getting along so well. You're just like real sisters.
Oh, sorry. Just my instincts getting the better of me. Instincts? Are you done now? Then again, it seems like this was a well-timed break for Soap Frost. Very well then, let's continue exploring Statue Town, shall we? I must say, it's been quite thrilling running around a completely empty city like this. Wouldn't you agree? My physical enhancement Mystic Code is still working. I'm ready to run. Right, Master. Alright, here we go. I'm about to face against this treasure beast. All hostiles have been defeated. Continuing to make our way through this zone. Alright, by this point, we should start giving Soap Frost dominant reserves serious consideration. How does this area look, AI? Jackpot, baby! You nailed it! Jackpot, baby! You nailed it! I guess I was just Kentucky, I guess? Looks like our idea about the enemy using something conspicuous to cover up the site was right on the money. I'm seeing a monster up ahead. I'm seeing a monster up ahead that looks happy warping the very space around him. I see it. Is that? Uh-oh. Konyaskaya.
Well, that's mean. What did I ever do to deserve being called a monster by a bunch of lifeless fox ghosts? I may be an alter ego working with the foreign god, but I always strive to be a fair and impartial businesswoman above all else. Isn't that right, Chaldeans? Or were you too caught up in your latest Lostbelt smooshing to remember little old me?
Fo, don't! Please stay with us.
A human woman?
Hell no! There's no way that thing could be human. She's not even trying to hide her savage magical energy or the smell of death that hangs around her. What the hell are you?
Tamamo bitch, Konyanskaya.
What happened to the meek little self-as I remember? I never thought you'd ever try to interrogate me so boldly. What could have changed you like this? Is it because we're friends now? Because we bonded a bit in India? Anyway, well, I'd love to discuss this newfound casual attitude toward me. Let's not forget that I'm still very much your enemy. I'm afraid I have nothing in the way of products or information for you this time. No, this time, I only came to check out on my phantasmal factory, since I'll need it for my future endeavors. See, just between us, I'm actually trying to keep this visit a secret from the gods of Olympus as well. So I think it'd be best for everyone if we just pretended we never saw each other and went our separate ways. I can see you're all very busy making preparations to tackle this Lostbelt in earnest. My plan is to simply let things play out however they do, and hopefully come away with some choice Olympian products to sell when all is said and done. Doesn't that sound nice? Everybody wins, nobody loses. What more could you possibly want?
Well, you heard the lady. What do y'all think? I want to know what it is she's doing here.
Quite right, Mr. Soapfrost. Besides, now that Konyaskaya has seen us here, avoiding conflict is no longer an option. Since in the end, she is certain to be the most formidable foe I need to face.
Oh my, and why is that, pray tell? Don't you remember the lovely chai I made you in India?
Special translation. You never made anything of the sort, you stingy two-faced fox.
Konyaskaya is not part of Olympus's forces, so I rather doubt she could be motivated to actively interfere with our attack on this Lostbelt. Indeed, we could say that with a fair amount of certainty, given her behavior in all past Lostbelts to date. Does this then mean she sides with the Cryptors? That is, the foreign god? Clearly not. She has never once attempted to protect her Tree of Emptiness. If anything, she once treated it as no more than another product in her catalog. Nor, for that matter, has she shown any sign of subservience to the foreign god. Konyaskaya, while you have told us several times that the foreign god commands to his disciples, you have never once directly declared yourself to be one of them. Your attempts to mislead us have been so brazenly obvious that the truth is quite apparent.
Why, yes! You might say that's just my way of being sincere. You see, if a bunch of insects like yourselves were to accuse me of breaking a promise I never made, well, even I don't think I would be able to keep my cool.
Is that true, Mash? Yes, it is. I'm quickly going through our past logs right now, and it's true. She never openly declared herself to be one of the foreign god's disciples. She's only ever said things that made it sound like she was. Then she's just a fraud. I knew we couldn't trust that damn monster. Being sincere, my ass.
Quiet, if you would, please. Quiet, if you would, please. I was just getting to the good part. Now then, from here, our next question is obvious. Who is Tamamovich Konyanskaya? We know she attacked Chaldea's headquarters and that she dealt a critical blow to proper human history. We also know that she takes pleasure in tormenting the Lostbelt's inhabitants and seeing their lives end, even as she continues to, for want of a better way to put it, name drop the foreign god. Even now, we can see her making moves at this Atlantic Lostbelt as an unaffiliated third party. Would it be alright with you if I voice my conclusions about her now, Mr. Silkfrost? Though, of course, you may well have already arrived at the same answer yourself.
Wordlessly nod, of course.
Who are the foreign gods to Dissipos? The servants they summoned themselves. We can say for certain that two of them are Rasputin from Russia and Nimbo from Shimosa. And now, I suspect the third is Senji Muramasa, whom we only recently learned of in Atlantis. As servants summoned from the foreign god, they are naturally motivated to protect the Tree of Emptiness, and have attempted to do so at every turn. You, on the other hand, have no affiliation with the foreign god, yet the Dissipos clearly hold you in respect. From this, we can infer you are most likely a being on equal footing with a foreign god. Or, in terms you might prefer, a business partner. Correct?
I like to think of it as a mutual back-scratching sort of relationship. Indeed, the foreign god and I did sign a contract to that effect. I will not eliminate you. In return, you will not comprehend me. We will both abide by our respective principles and see this planet through to its end. But tell me, how did you come to that conclusion? How did you know that the foreign god and I had become something akin to business partners?
Elementary, my dear Konyanskaya. If we assume that to be the case, everything else starts to make sense. For one, it explains how you were able to work towards your own goals in each Lostbelt, despite being in a similar position as the Dissipos. Namely, your goal of simply tormenting people, rather than growing the trees of emptiness. We still have no data on what exactly the foreign god is, and so cannot yet draw a clear picture of them. We are, however, certain of their goal, the destruction of modern humanity. I suspect your goal is similar, something along the lines of becoming humanity's natural enemy and destroying the entire species. It is for that reason that the foreign god did not consider you to be on the side of humanity. They may even have recognized you as a competitor of sorts. No doubt that is why they chose to enter into business arrangement. I expect this agreement involved you both promising to use each other's resources, to ignore the other party as much as possible, and to avoid any direct conflict. Never mind that the other party, the foreign god that is, appears to be the significantly greater threat. Yet even so, the foreign god clearly saw you as a threat, and so placed a collar upon you in the form of a contract. You may be cruel, heartless, twisted, and depraved, but for some reason, you take pride in being a businesswoman. And of course, the quickest way to keep a freewheeling competitor in check is to make them a partner. By entering into a non-compete contract of sorts, you arrived at a position where you both stand on equal ground. Am I correct, Miss Konyanskaya?
What an interminably long-winded explanation. Yes, that's all more or less correct. So, what am I then?
I can only think of one entity who could give pause to a god capable of wiping Earth clean in an instant. You possess an exceptionally ability to freely travel between different worlds, a powerful not even the other alter egos can wield. You are a walking disaster, one with which even the foreign god wishes to avoid coming into contact. At Atlantis, we met Orion, a grand archer who had been summoned by the very world itself. And here in Olympus, the conditions appear to be in place for a similar summoning ritual. Taking all that into consideration, the answer is quite clear. You are an independent disaster, of being dangerous enough to merit the materialization of a grand servant. In other words, you must be one of the 7 evils of humanity. You are a beast.
Oh shit, whoa god. A beast? But her spirit urgent is still within standard parameters.
Because even though she's already reached a point that warrants a grand servant, she's still not fully matured. If she was, there would be little call for caution on her part. Well, am I right, Miss Konyanskaya? Or perhaps I should call you by your true name, if you care to share it. Aww. Oh, Konyanskaya's just fine, Mr. Detective. After all, I don't have anything so silly as a true name.
Oh man, I'm getting some serious chills.
At last, at long last, I've reached the point I've been waiting for. I would expect nothing less from you, my dear Chaldeans. One of the stipulations in my contract with the foreign god states, I must not reveal my name of my own accord. Thanks to that binding clause, I had no choice but to go about my endeavor slowly and painstakingly. But now, at last, I've regained a body that I can finally stretch in. And it's all thanks to you. You humans, your best intentions always bring about the worst results. What you think is good sense always devolves into severable self-righteousness. You, with your absurd egos, always yapping about protecting humanity. You make me sick! Oh yes, I really must thank you again. Thank you so much for demolishing Goash's not seating me, naive ambitions beyond any possibility of repair.
Her magical energy reading is suddenly spiking. This massive aura, the way she's eroding the space around her, it's as though she really is.
Now that I have my pick of all the finest breeds in every Lostbelt, I was wondering when the best time would be to unveil myself. It's been just unbearable, waiting for the chance to try out a tale or two of my own. So I thought, why not give myself a treat? And to toy with humanity personally for a change? So I tell you what, as you just reward for figuring me out, I'm going to take my time with you! Who knows? Perhaps my tails will end up crushing you before the mechanical gods get a chance!
The target's shape and mass have both changed dramatically. It's absorbing nearby magical energy and growing larger. It appears to be some kind of shadowy, boar-like creature of unknown origin. Here she comes. Get ready, Mash. Well, that's worse than I thought. Should I put like exteriors in the front line and then that thing? I wonder if it could actually work. Or should I just... Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Let's just keep it the way it was.
悪いが今回は本気だ。叩き潰す。
これを止めさせる。リラックスリラックス。これを止めさせる。オーケー。ご要望オーケー。はいよ。切り込む。どうだ。
What the fuck?
副作用などないはずだ。
ゲ
ご要望とは。
我が宿命月女神に恋願う。肉体に合力を、精神に冷徹を。アルテミス・アグネス。
切り込む。
そらそらそら。
What the fuck?
最高のカードを君に。
天下無双の力見せてやら。天下無双の力見せてやら。
ハッピーエンドの話をしよう。
ほいほい、あいよっと。
星の宇宙に物見の海、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
潰れろ。
Down.
おっと。
Oh, wait. Yeah, no. I knew it was gonna happen. I ain't gonna let that happen like that. I forgot about that one. I should activate that.
リラックスリラックス。ハッピーエンドの話をしよう。
はいよ。
星の宇宙に物見楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
潰れろ。
治りたくないのか。ただの触診だ。
あいよっと。ほいほい。
少し痛いぞ。
潰れろ。1、2の3。
おっと。
Okay, so Super Orion was part of that human type. God damn it.
ゲ宝物かよ。アルテミス、その力を貸してくれ。お前と一緒なら負ける気がしない。アルテミス、アグノス。
切り込む。
潰れろ。
治療法が決まった。おや、行くかい。真の蘇生薬とは比べるべくもない。受け取る。リザレクションフロートコース。切り込む。
潰れろ。
おっと。おっと。リラックスリラックス。ハッピーエンドのご要望とあらば。星の宇宙に物見の海、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。切り込む。
潰れろ。
副作用などない。話しかけろ。
祝福なんて呪いみたいなもんだぞ。
How long is this one? One turn. I'm not gonna do that.
ほいほい、あいよっと、はいよ。潰れろ。潰れろ。我が矢の届かぬ者はいない。
治りたくないのか。副作用などないはずだ。
狙いを定めてっと。
I have a feeling Mervin's gonna die. Should I just protect him?
Omoi.
ご要望とは。
我が宿命、月女神に恋願う。肉体に合力を、精神に冷徹を。アルテミス、アグネス。
切り込む。
そらそらそら。
Yeah, okay. Fuck. It didn't work out. Shit. Well, being facing Lobo now. I tried it.
最高のカードを君
バリバリ呪うぞ。良妻ですもの。節約節約。バリバリ呪うぞ。
楽園の端にようこそ。星の宇宙に物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
はいや。
Hey, 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 hey.
さてカウンティングオーバー。
Gotcha. Whatever.
満足のいく結果だったかい。それは上々。
Alright. I can't figure her out. I can tell there's something there, but that's it. I've got no idea what it could be. So how the hell is she giving off this pressure? Since when does magical energy alone make something tangible? It feels like she could blow up this whole damn Lostbelt if I end up poking her the wrong way. She's roaring. She's about to blast the whole area. It's not only that, she means to end this battle now. At least, the one we're fighting here in this Lostbelt. I bet she does. I may not be able to get a solid read on her, but I can definitely tell she's out for blood. But as they say, it's all too easy to hide your head and end up showing your ass. And now, her ass is mine. Followed by... Up here, bitch! Ha! That got her good. Not bad, you crazy samurai. Not bad at all. How'd you know I love taking my enemies by surprise? A falling strike from a great height? I didn't even see the jump. But never mind that. Canis' strike finished her off. It looks like she's gone. Aww? Opho? Aww? No, she's not. She's...
The enemy servant is still alive and well. In fact, her spirit urchin doesn't even seem to be scratched.
Don't move, Saber. This is not where you are meant to meet your end. So, we have a lancer, a shielder, and a master, and a coward who did nothing but stand back and watch. Yes, that's enough for my formal debut. Unless, of course, you prefer to keep fighting until you all perish.
No, we don't want that.
It seems the situation has changed. I concur with Mr. Soprost's decision. So, are you satisfied now, Miss Konyanskaya? Was our combined effort enough to win you over? Yes, it was. You were neither too weak nor too strong. You were just right. Looks like there shouldn't be any problem with letting the gods of Olympus here deal with you. At any rate, now that I've had a good long stretch, and my shoulders aren't so stiff anymore. Why don't we stop all this fighting and prying so we can all get back to our respective business? Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of breathing a word of this little tete to anyone. Anyone else?
Okay. Tete, anyone else?
Consider it a token of appreciation for giving me such a nice little massage.
Can I take that to mean you won't mention this encounter to either Zeus or the Cryptors? That would be a great help, and I see no reason to refuse. We are very much working against the clock, after all.
Good. Then we have a deal. Just as well. I certainly have no interest in any representative of humanity who can't even see the real me. Alright. Good luck growing even stronger in this Lostbelt. I do hope your battles here are fruitful and victorious.
She's finally gone, huh?
Phew.
Holmes, yeah? Got a lot of experience handling bitches like that or something.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. While I do have some experience dealing with spies, I'm not at all sure that would be the right category in her case.
Confirming that, I'll call Beast Konyanskaya from the time being. Has retreated in her spirit form. The battle's over, Master. Great work, everyone. Now, what about the second spot for you-know-what?
Don't worry, we got this. Luckily, the spot turned out to be right where Holmes thought it would be. I guess that weird shadowy monster you fought must have been hiding it. I already had the AI contact Kaligula. He should be here any...
Apologies for my tardiness.
Damn, speak of the Emperor. Would be nice to take a little rest. But I guess I'll just have to wait.
Now that our second objective has been fulfilled, let us hurry on to the final one.
Let's go. Right, Master. Alright. Let's finish this section and then I'm gonna call off. Interstellar Mountainous City Olympus, Great Orbital Shrine Olympia Dodana, the center of its operations.
A revelation is upon us. A revelation is upon us. Now is the time of revelation. He is the supreme God that rules all from on high. He is the lightning that flashes across the heavens. He is the one who shall emerge triumphant over all myths. He is the one destined to conquer the entire universe. He is the one who shall command the sacred bird and find the site of the sacred tree. None less than the authorities of Hades and Poseidon bow to his will. He is the great demiurge. He is the one who shall forever serve as the court of the Zeus Olympia. Now, behold the words of the almighty Zeus!
there is work to be done. I command you by my name, Aphrodite. You are to eradicate the Chaldeans who dare to disturb my interstellar mountainous city. I permit you to use your Aletheia in every district of Olympus. May your gleeful laughter shatter the bones of the enemies that threaten our world.
It would be my pleasure, Father. Demeter was my friend, and I shall avenge her and make amends for the sins she unwittingly committed in the name of love, which is my divine domain. Indeed, it was love that proved her fatal weakness, but it was love that warped her divine core. But I have no such weakness. As love and beauty are mine to command, I would never fall prey to love's madness. I shall use all the power and authority I command to eradicate our enemies. I swear on my husband, Hephaestus.
Oh my. I never dreamed of all-powerful machine gods who crossed the sea of stars would think to avenge a fallen comrade. What a truly bizarre thing to say. You must have thought your comrade pitifully pathetic for letting herself succumb to the humans you all thought beneath your notice. How utterly comical. Yes, the gods have agreed to help us. You shouldn't rile them up just for laughs. Ah, yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. This won't do at all. Perhaps I'm letting my impatience get the better of me now that those loathsome Chaldeans are so close at hand. This is no joking matter. Oh no, absolutely not. Believe me, I am quite serious when I say that we ignore Chaldea at our which is why I have, of course, already taken measures to deal with them. That's part of our job, after all. I was speaking to you with nothing but the most genuine convictions. But, very well then. In that case, I suppose I can remain here and see how matters play out from on high. Oh, ancient gods of Greece. Or rather, former gods of an ancient continent. I suggest you take this time to enjoy yourselves however you like, for the advent of our foreign god is close at hand. Yes, it is. All we ask from you is that you continue to support the Tree of Emptiness. Whatever you do with the rest of your Lostbelt is strictly your concern, not ours. At least, that is the contract we have struck for this Lostbelt.
What are you doing, Aphrodite? Why are you still allowing that imitation human there to remain alive? There is no need to restrain yourself merely because he happens to be a god-eating alter ego. He deserves 1,000 deaths for his insolent behavior in Zeus's presence. With your authority, you could surely destroy any servant with the spirit core connected to her brain and heart. Big brother, Aphrodite is... Sorry, Dioscuri, but you'll just have to grin and bear it. Yesterday, I may not have stood by, but today, I am far more concerned with destroying the Chaldeans.
Eradicate Chaldea. That is your task. This divine order is your highest priority. Hear me now, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, and my daughter. Kill the Chaldeans. Leave no trace of them behind.
It will be done, Father.
First Demeter, now Aphrodite, huh? Sending in your forces one at a time seems like piss poor strategy to me. But these gods obviously still think there's no way they could lose. I swear, why would these great deities possibly think this is a good idea?
It does seem short-sighted, but I can think of one reason. My guess is they feel it would be beneath them to muster all their forces against mere humans. I suppose that's one of the few ways their higher existence holds them back.
Well, the joke will be on them if they end up losing this fight. Speaking of which, what do you make of Chaldea's chances? Think they can win? Zeus says they've got one of Atlas' 7 taboos, right? The Black Bear, was it?
They're trying to fight super weapons with an even stronger super weapon, huh? That's humanity for you, alright? Still, while I do admire the hustle, I can't help but wonder if maybe they're going too far. Forget the bleaching. It sounds like if they mess up when using that thing, it could end the whole damn world. Well, this is all based off information Zeus overheard, so I can't say anything more right now. But since he thinks it won't be a problem, I'm inclined to think it isn't all that dangerous of a weapon. Of course, that assumes that it's not technology beyond the Olympian gods' understanding. Hey, I didn't give up on my own Lostbelt for nothing. I know full well how scary each one is. And while I'll admit that the Atlantic Lostbelt's technology surpasses proper human histories also got some real nasty bombs just waiting to be woken up. And the Atlas Institute is one of the nastiest. I'm worried, Peperoncino. I'm worried the Olympian gods might be setting themselves up for one of those classic pride goeth before a fall scenarios, and that I'll have to kiss this sweet life I've got here goodbye. I understand, but don't worry. There's no way Aphrodite is going to lose. After all, she's not the kind of opponent you can overwhelm with sheer firepower. So it doesn't matter how many heroic spirits they throw at her. They'll still never be able to touch her. That's so. Well, coming from you, that makes me feel a whole lot better. Sounds like Aphrodite's one hell of a goddess. Oh yes, not a very attractive woman though. And she's plenty sad in her own way. You don't say. By the way, Pepe, any idea where little Kadak might have gone? I haven't seen him once since Chaldea showed up here, and I can't help wondering what he's up to. He's always had something of a rebellious streak to him, after all. If Kushtaria, or worse, the foreign god were to start suspecting he was up to something, the alter ego'd be all over him like white on rice, right? Being the older brother figure for him that I am, I can't help but worry about the little guy, you know? I've told him, if you can't beat him, join him a bunch of times, but it never seems to stick. So, got any ideas, Scandinavia Peperoncino? No, can't say that I do. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Kadak around anywhere either. But near as I can tell, he's been hanging out in the city a lot recently. You know how serious he is, right? He might just be caught up in learning all about Olympus technology.
Interstellar Mountainous City, Olympus, East District. Once again, the very same alarm that rang yesterday sounds again to signal imminent danger. The people of the East District huddle together in branch shrines, which double as the district's emergency shelters, waiting with bated breath for the danger to pass. Nothing happens. Ah, thank goodness. It must have been a false alarm. But no sooner do they start to let themselves relax than it appears. Is that Aphrodite? An enormous monstrosity. The form of one of the gods casting a shadow over all below her. This is the Aletheia that presides over love and beauty, the mechanical god known as Aphrodite. In proper human history's realm, she was also known as Venus, a name that meant both worship and blessing. Aphrodite has two sides, Urania, the chaste and lofty muse of astronomy, and Pandemos, the lusty and sensual goddess of the earth. Through these two sides, one reflecting ideal, the other reality, she guides humanity along a path she herself defines. As a deity, she did feel love towards humans, but all the same. Beauty is control. Love is power. Citizens of Olympus, those who know my love and beauty well, Prepare to cry tears of joy. Rest assured, your suffering will not be in vain. Commence corruption. Oh no. They're gonna get mind controlling us. Uh-oh. That is not good.
Senpai, this attack, it feels like it's ringing right inside my head. And again, they're attacking their own city, their own people, just to get to us. The Ortonox output is falling. Magical energy declining. Master,
It feels like my head's splitting open.
this is... now I wish I'd attained enlightenment, as well as the void. Oh man, this is really bad.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! I can't even see straight anymore.
This is Aphrodite's true form. A massive intelligent life form guidance terminal. And Spiritron Info Warfare Fighter. Her true body, her machine god unit, can carry out mental attacks across a massive area.
She can instantly induce mental breakdowns in any intelligent life form, even a servant. This is why Kentucky's team started attacking each other. But this time, we got plan. But this time, we got a plan. Kaligula!
Not yet. It is still too soon. This is nothing more than a sign of things yet to come. All of you, I urge you to hold out as best you can.
All this power, and she's still not even trying? So then, when she does begin her attack in earnest, is that when Kaligula is going to activate his countermeasures? Try to complete our primary objective as quickly as can. From there, we'll put as much distance between her and us as we... It feels as though she's directly mucking about in my mind. She must be using massive magical energy projections to interfere with our brains. Is she attempting to destroy our brains? No. She's manipulating our perceptions, awareness, and sensations. This is a physical attack. It's a mental one. Now I see. Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty. For what is beauty if not the manipulation of the mind? No, this isn't mere manipulation. She's outright redefining our values, minds, and sense of self. Beauty is worth. Love at times can also be worth. Worth is derived from necessity and desire. It bestows intelligent life forms with a sense of fulfillment. Worth is what humans depend on. Therefore, as the god of love and beauty, I control everything about you. So long as you are thinking, intelligent beings, humans will never be a match for gods. You pitiful organic life forms only just learned to walk on 2 feet. You do not even know how pathetically small and fragile you are. Compared to we children of chaos. We who cross the sea of stars and even know the whereabouts of the glittering Tannhauser mirror world plane in the outer universe. You pitiful humans are simply too tiny and powerless for words. Ah! Musashi, why did you attack me? Damn, it didn't work, huh? Really would have liked to finish the job with that strike. Regrowing your head right after it's been cut off is no fair. Alright, come at me, you undead coward. If one strike won't finish you off, I'll just have to keep hacking away until you're done. Huh? Regrowing a severed head. What are you seeing right now, Musashi? Are you sure you're perceiving reality correctly? I think she must be seeing past enemies when she looks at us.
It's Aphrodite's mental attack. She mixes up memories and incites anger.
Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters in broad daylight. That's a lot, but it's not too many for me to handle. Alright, you lot. Let's start with those of you who aren't afraid of Nitten Ichiryu. Don't worry, I'll cut you all down to size eventually. This is gonna be a rough. She just punches through my saber spear urge and magic resistance like it's nothing. This shit is why I hate authority. Master, please get behind my shield. I expected you were a master marksman, Colonel Moron, but I didn't think you would use such an outdated weapon. In that case, you'll be the next to go over a right Shimbach after I piled you with a bit of Baritsu. Holmes, not you two.
They have both lost their minds. Hurry. In the meantime, we must whittle away at their will to fight without damaging the spirit course. Is that alright with you, Master of Chaldea?
Yes, please help us, Kaligula.
Very well. Come, Shield Maiden. On your feet! If you were facing difficulties that lie before you not with the sword, but a shield, then you cannot fall to your knees. You must overcome your very self. The self that would eat away at your own heart if given the chance.
Engaging alternate combat mode. Activating force output increased maneuver. Initiating battle. God damn it, I have to bring MASH. Shit. Of course. Okay, yeah, I get it. Trench my archer. Oh, maybe this one. I'll go with that one. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll go with Waver to build up. And then maybe this one. Oh, thank God. Let's see. Switch it over here.
Oh no.
さあ終焉の音色を奏でろ。
I can't. No. Decrease defense and cover. At the end of turn. Immune to defensive buffs. Shit. That sucks.
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることじゃあこういうのどうだ。
我が指揮に踊れ死神。我が指揮に踊れ死神。殺す。ディオサンティシモミゼルコディアティミ。
罠だ。
How the fuck you missed it?
ふう。面白い。
リラックスリラックス。
すべては僕の思うままってね。これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。マイナスの陣。
始めよう。なるほど。夢
Are
のせ
you fucking kidding me? They just killed my shit.
こちらをどうぞ。
よあ
よろしい。
罠だ。罠だ。
常に別の可能性。ふむ。
Man, I hate this fight.
殺デクレッシェンドクレッシェンドフォルテッシモ。なるほど。
Man, no fucking defensive buff.
面白い。
This sucks. Suck, man. No defensive buff.
ではそろそろ。
Damn it.
行くぞ。公演の始まりだ。
Actually, damn it. One second.
行くぞ。公演の始まりだ。我は死だ。我は神に愛されし者を殺すのだ。
痛みを歌い嘆きを奏でレイルのこれが私の役。はっ。
よーし、そこ狙うからね。
始めよう。ふう。
内熱衝撃板装填します。
殺す。
はい。
Oh, come the fuck on!
仁王首から頂点書医者な大天将。止めないと。
我が指揮に踊れ死神。
す
よかろう。
殺すはっ
Oh, you think you can get away from that, Miyamoto? Try this.
お手を拝借よろしいはっ切り刻む
よーしそこ狙うからなんの
5.
なんの
Don't try to do stupid.
でよろしい痛みを痛み嘆きを奏でるフェイルはこれが私にやると切り刻むでは鎮魂の曲を一つ
Man, suck. Can't use defensive buff. Musashi! Holmes! What's going on? My body's moving on its own. No, that's not it. Not even cutting my consciousness off from my corrupted mind is enough to retake control of my body. I can't stop fighting. My urge to kill keeps growing all on its own. This is some kind of mental attack that makes allies kill each other. You think a god of all beings would resort to such cruel and underhanded measures? Mash, Subflash, you got to get out of here. If this urge to kill ends up consuming my entire consciousness too, I won't be able to stop myself from killing you. Ah! Stop singing inside my head! Musashi just disappeared. Where did she go? Mash, look out! No! Her neck is wide open. I can't hold myself back anymore. Canis. Nice. Very nice. So that's your real fighting style, huh, samurai? It's greedy and dirty. And the way you kill. Even more so. Ha 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 ha. Course, I'd expect nothing less from a woman carrying around a whole bunch of swords. Aphrodite's authority a royal pain in the ass. But this ain't so bad. I can't let my guard down for a second with an opponent like this. And that keeps her damn song at bay.
Magnificent Miyamoto Musashi. You have done a tremendous job fending off Venice's fearsome onslaught. I can see you are holding yourself back considerably.
Kaligula, did you just catch Musashi's blade? With your bare hands? The hell you think you're doing, Kaligula? Stay out of our way!
If Musashi had truly been serious, that strike would have sent both your arm and the shield maiden's head flying. Surely you of our warriors can understand that. I shall take it from here. My palm may not be slashed to ribbons, but that is a fair price to pay for depriving her of one of her swords. Though I am unsure how effective taking one of her swords from her will be when she has 4.
Thank you, Kaligula.
Neither Miyamoto Musashi nor Sherlock Holmes are able to use their full power. Thus, we have opportunity to counter them. Take Miyamoto Musashi. In her peak condition, I would never be able to keep pace with her swordplay. But with her body and her mind proposed like this, I need but observe her to find any number of openings.
Are you sure?
In my case, I'm not sure I can even stand much longer.
Do not fall you to your knees! Remember what I said. You, of all people, must never let your knees touch the ground. You are an inspiration to me, Shield Maiden. As one dedicated solely to the shield, you must be the descendant of a great hero who stood firm even against vast armies. You are just the sort of soldier Mars, our guardian, and those he bestowed his protection upon, would be proud of.
Oh yeah, Leonidas?
Right. There. At last, time is right. I have continually resisted Goddess's song, so my power will surely reach her. Masculine, Soapfrost, I ask only that you buy me a small amount of time, with which to prepare my noble phantasm.
Right. You got it. Huh? Senpai?
Who's singing?
Hey, what's wrong with...
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Master! Kaligula, wait! Senpai is...
Mash! Ugh. I'm going to sleep.
Senpai! Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna continue it. Stay tuned for more of these, Lostbelt 5 Olympus. I'm gonna, have to find a strategy to beat this on the second arrow, which is a boss fight. So, I'll see you guys in the next part of the live stream for Lostbelt 5 Olympus. So, peace out, and